Load. Good morning, guys. Time to sell off the sundial. Just waiting for the pace to stabilize. So here we are. I had picked up 1,000. I had a bunch. I had a lot of them, and I sold 200 at 0.68. I sold another 400 at 68. Another 5 days later because I didn't think it was gonna move. So you can see it took a while for the movement to actually take place, right? I bought 1,000 shares at 65 cents. The last time this had happened was earlier this year. So these are, I believe, this year, yeah, 2021, yeah. So January, same thing had happened, except in January, the shares I bought on the 19th, by February 17th, they had really pumped up, right, doubling. So that was really nice. That was a huge gain. And then this time around, I don't think it's going to pump up the same kind of way. So I picked up 1,000 shares at 65 cents. I tried being patient with it, but the next day it went up 2 cents. So I was like, all right, that's pretty nice. I'll sell a small portion of it. And then 5 days later, it went up a little more, 1 more cent really, but it wasn't moving how I had expected. So I sold majority of it, but I did hold on to 200 just in case, which today is going to pay off. I'm pretty sure I should be able to get rid of it at where it's been at pre-market. I'm not going to try holding on to any of it because I don't imagine it'll actually go much more. So whenever it gets back to 94 cents, I'm just going to get rid of the remainder of that. And that's, oh yeah, this is like a new thing that's been happening on, oh perfect, okay. Yesterday, it wasn't letting me log in at all. It was giving me some kind of weird error message. All right, let's do it. Submitted, perfect. News also broke out, right? So it went above 5 again and it's still moving this morning. If you haven't heard, this is a company that basically has signed a deal with Walmart, so they're happy about that for coffee. So it's been around forever. It's a very old company actually. It's a little over a year old. Yeah, June 19. And they recently signed a deal with Walmart to distribute coffee related products there. So good for them. They're doing well. I'm not really making a play in there. Definitely still watching docs. It did good yesterday. I have notes here for companies that were going upwards yesterday were TMO, REGN, T2, WDC, GM, Cost for Costco, AMD, and this docs. Right, so you can see how yesterday it did pretty well, but then pre-market is dipped quite a bit. Where I would imagine now this morning it's gonna basically be going up all day. So I'm gonna try to see if all day I can just hold a contract of this and just go 100% on that or more, hopefully. Um, yeah, not really gonna play news. It's if you're depending on what you trade on, with Robinhood, Thinkorswim, whatever. And here's where I basically do all the charting I do on my Thinkorswim app. But if wherever you buy, you can buy right now. You could get in, and maybe it'll go to similar resistances as yesterday. So I think it almost hit 7 yesterday a couple times, but didn't really make it. So if you were in on news and maybe you even grabbed it on like one of the dip points, you want to try to sell most of it at like 650, I would say. So it's like a 30-cent play right now, if anything. But you got to get in quick because it is moving pretty quick too. So it's really just taking off, and soon enough, it's just going to reach where it was yesterday. The goal is to see if it breaks 7. So a break of 7 today with volume would be very nice. That would actually play out pretty well. Okay. Yeah. So other than that, going back to here, we were looking at yesterday, as the day was coming to an end, docs, right? So docs was doing pretty good. You can see from the chart. We have the price targets here on this chart, and all in all, right now, it's not looking like this anymore because of the massive pre-market dip, which is this part right here. But we can definitely see this come back up to all of these price targets and eventually hit 110. I might go long on this with a December expiration contract, and if I do, I'll definitely alert it. AMD, same kind of thing yesterday. Very nice breakout. We watched it as it was going up. I was talking about it, and then I played the contract as it was coming up. closed the contract yesterday. I didn't leave any runners for today at all. And then today I might play it again as it makes its way back up. Hopefully into Monday even. I might swing AMD contracts into Monday, depending on how tech does today. If tech does really well today, I might swing some AMD and possibly even NVIDIA contracts into Monday to see that go up to new highs. I want to see AMD like hit 160, 165 and just keep going. Um, Other than that, these others are just based. These others like Bama and SQ are speculations really based off of what is happening. Right. So what is going to be the key play basically. Um, Depending on how SPY is moving and how QQ are moving. And then here, I just wanted to list down some of the stocks that I've been keeping an eye on just because of what's happening. Right, so like top positive news movers, right? SNDL up 32% just today, but over the month or so, if you got in at where I did, or even better than I did, 65 cents is where I got in, then you have even bigger earnings there, right? And earnings for SNDL and most of the other stocks related to uh, cannabis have actually all sold out pretty well. So it's been something that's been busting out for quite a while. This just sold, so this went through 94 cents. Perfect. I'm good to go. Now what is it gonna do? I doubt it's gonna move like it has in the past. So I played this. I did get to be a part of this, but I didn't play it all the way to $3 because of course, if you bought in at a very low average, excuse me. If you bought in at a low average and then the stock starts hitting new highs and you're selling and selling, and then you end up at some point selling all of it, then you don't want to buy back in at that high point where you just sold because you have to imagine everyone else just sold there too. So now it's probably going to start falling. So you got to be very careful. Gotta be very careful with that aspect. Right, so I didn't buy up here in like the $2 plus ranges because then I would have ended up as a back holder. I did get in at a cheap price. Anytime this is at 60 cents, you could treat Sundial like a bank and just put your money in there, and then eventually earnings reports will come or something will come, and it'll bust out to towards $1. I don't think it will reach $1 today, but if anyone's holding any, then I hope for you it does reach $1 and it'll make you even more money. Now, don't buy it right away either, though. You want your cash there to play other plays, right? So when this falls, wait for like at least, maybe a month before the next earnings and then try to see if you want to grab a position there. News is really going, so this is nice. It's above the first price target I just stated earlier, right? So now it's at 670. Keep an eye on it. If it breaks through 70, your golden is going to keep going, and that's good money. So other than that, there's not much else happening. It is a Friday, so be very careful. Yesterday's heat map ended with a lot of green portions, but also a lot of red portions, so you gotta be careful. It was green, but not too green, except NVIDIA. NVIDIA was pretty damn green. So you want to be careful because the way things have been lately, if it's green today, it's red tomorrow. So these guys might not do too well today. So just watch out for that and just watch out for the plays I alert, and let's see how today goes.